He did it.
And now we're living here with his mom.
All right, everyone. I just want to thank all of you for coming to the baby shower today.
And we love you guys so much. And we love free gifts. This one's from Frankie.
This is mine.
Oh, a toy vacuum.
What? I literally found it in the girls section at the store. That's...
Okay, so this next one is from Lorena.
Shut up, I love it.
Soccer ball. Yo, is this for me?
Nah, dude, it's for your kid. Why would it be for you? You're terrible at soccer.
Ese no es juguete de niña.
But I play soccer. I'm a woman.
Yeah, Lorena, but that's different. I mean, you're a lesbian. It's just different. She's gonna learn how to make sudado and dance ballet and girl things from Erica. I mean, maybe if it was a boy, it'd be different.
Oh, boy.
More like, oh, girl.
This is the cat call.
And we're calling this shit out.
That's a really weird gift.
Gender, a river of forever changing expectations for men and women. The boy versus girl debate has spanned for as long as I can remember. Similar to lemons and limes, boys and girls really aren't that different. When you think of it, they're both sour as fuck. They're just different colors. First, let's start with a common misconception: the difference between sex and gender. Gender looks at things that develop over time, like how we dress, how we communicate, and our overall appearance. We generally divide gender into masculine and feminine, whereas someone's sex is assigned at birth and involves biology. We're talking chromosomes, hormones, and internal and external sex organs. Traditionally, this is divided into the categories male and female. An easy way to remember the difference is that your sex is downstairs in your pantalones and your gender is upstairs in your brain-lones. So where do gender roles come from? We learn gender roles through a combination of outside forces, like the images in media, and through intimate environments like family and friends. Gender isn't natural to us, but instead it's something that we learn to perform. Now, when I say performance, I'm not talking Hamilton, but Lin-Manuel, if you're watching, hook your girl up. What I mean is that our gender roles are just that, roles. Roles that we learn in regards to how to be a man or how to be a woman. And yes, of course, nature versus nurture has a huge influence on how we develop as people. But at a young age, or heck, even before we're even born, these expectations of what we can and cannot do are applied to us just based on our sex. Which is why gender expectations vary all over the globe. In some places, a man with lots of hair is seen as super manly. But in other places, having hair is a big no-no for men. And instead, having silky legs and groomed eyebrows is what's considered masculine. I'm looking at you, Puerto Ricans. And not only do gender roles vary from culture to culture, but they've also changed throughout time. Flashback to fashion in North America in the 1800s. Now I'm talking Hamilton. Men wore heels and large wigs to be masculine. And in Mayan culture, long hair and pierced ears was stylish for all genders to rock. Take a look at these high-rise jeans I got on right now. These babies could have got me arrested back in the 1900s. Like Puerto Rican organizer Luisa Capetillo. Even the most common gender norms that we've seen at any of our primas baby showers, you know, pink is for girls, blue is for boys, is completely made up. Pink and blue were actually once reversed, with boys wearing pink and girls wearing blue. Before that, babies just wore white until the age of 6. And pink and blue didn't become gender specific like we know today till the 1940s, thanks to good old advertising and marketing.
You are welcome.
Which means society feeds us these roles and we hold on to them without even questioning it. Just think about it. When it comes to any backyard party, everybody knows the deal. Mom's gonna organize, tios are gonna serve the food, and the tios and primos are gonna be drinking and getting ready for the piñata. Your tia is fully capable of climbing up on the roof to pull the piñata too. But gender roles have told us that it's a man's job to do, when we know boobs clearly don't get in the way of holding a piñata. Just look at your tio. By supporting gender roles and expectations, we choose not to support people's full humanity and instead limit our experiences with them. Like how my own dad missed out on a lot of bonding with me just because I wasn't a boy. He felt like he couldn't teach me things like soccer because I was a girl, and even felt like he couldn't have deep conversations with me because that was my mom's job to do. But thankfully, it's never too late to reevaluate how you uphold gender expectations. Cause after years of my dad barely stepping into the kitchen, now he's cooking for the entire family on a daily basis.
Here's the thing, gender is fluid, not rigid, and we all interpret it differently. So Kat and I, for example, were both born as women, but we have two totally different interpretations of gender. Kat's very feminine, and I dress like Brendan Fraser from the original The Mummy. I mean, it's worse when I say it out loud, okay. And if you don't adhere to these rigid gender norms, people start to make assumptions about you, especially in the Latino community. They think that something's wrong, or that you're weird, or that you're gay, which I am, and I love it. But Kat's not. So why is it that as a woman, if you shave your head, it makes you a raging homo? And when you break it down more, things get even more complicated because there's more categories than just male, female, masculine, feminine. For example, if you're intersex, that means you have the reproductive or sexual anatomy of someone that doesn't fit the typical definition of male or female. If you identify as transgender, that means your sex doesn't match up with your gender. Or you can be someone that doesn't identify as masculine or feminine, like me, which means you're gender nonconforming, genderqueer, bitch femme, androgynous, bigender, and on and on and on, baby. And for those of you thinking, gender is this new millennial invention, this isn't new. Historically, Latin America and the Caribbean have had a deep relationship with gender fluidity and performance. Look at Mexico and their third gender, the mujer. And look, your kids should be allowed to play with whatever color, whatever toy they want without feeling shame or humiliation. Because at the end of the day, we're all just humans. We're all just trying to figure out how to make the perfect arepa. It's with a little bit of cheese and just make sure you don't burn it. And if your kid does end up gay, that's not such a bad thing. Look at me, I'm on an episode of The Cat Call. Okay, up top. All right, that was not as cool as I thought.
You know what? Regardless if it's a boy or girl, I just want to raise a good human.
Oh, exactly, babe. Let's get back to opening up these free presents. Oh, Kat, you want us to open up yours?
Whoa, mine!
I gotta go. Where'd you go?
She left.
Thank you so much for watching, but don't leave just yet. Let me know in the comments down below, how do you break gender norms in your everyday life? Let me know, cause I'm reading.